curious Cody. Is that a thing? I'm a curious Cody. My cat's named Cody. I'm a curious cat. I'm a curious Cody cat. Meow. Meow.
I shared my dream with you until the morning. Everybody else have done it right.
Hey guys, what's up? Ryan Neckert here. And yes, I know I'm wearing the same fucking outfit that I wore Tuesday. Y'all don't need to tell me that. I record these videos at the same time. Just calm your tits. Speaking of calming your tits, would it be weird if your tits just kind of moved around on their own? I know some people can move them with muscles, but what if they just moved around on their own like magic? But yes, I used a lame segue transition. Isn't segways the things that like people ride on that they stand on? If I didn't say it already, I'm Ryan Neckert, and that should be a known fact, is I'm bad at this. But I felt like having a conversation with you today. This is this one-on-one time with the camera with a random-ass subject. What I want to talk to you today about is magic. And what I want to know is, do you believe in magic? Not in a young girl's heart, but in your own. Maybe someone else's heart. But do you believe in the magic? Because sometimes I do. I have many friends that practice like witchcraft and are Wiccan, just stuff along those lines. I have friends that don't practice any of that, but still like mess around with tarot, which I consider a form of magic. I dabble in a little bit. Not per se like the double toiling trouble or abracadusa. I mess with the tarot cards and runestones. Runestones I've always had a fascination with, and I have learned that they are related to shamanism, which is something I have always loved, been fascinated with, and have studied. Tarot cards were just kind of like the first little thing I started playing with before I found an actual set of runestones. So the reason I want to talk about magic, though, is I just want to know, do you ever have experiences in your life that feel like, wow, the only way that could have happened was magic? Or something so weird that there's no other explanation besides magic or divine intervention? But there was, like, for instance, one night, I was in a deep sleep, and out of nowhere, I woke up and I couldn't breathe for about 5 seconds. Felt like I was maybe choking on something, and I freaked out. Once I caught my breath, I was kind of awake, so I looked over, moved the mouse on my computer. I looked over, my computer started up. And I found out on Facebook I had a message from someone that is not a good person. So it made me wonder, because at the same time I got that message is the same time that I woke up and couldn't breathe. And I figured maybe there's a coincidence, or maybe my body just hates me. But I'm like, maybe it has something to do with magic, who knows? And that kind of freaked me out, and then it got me thinking, maybe there's other things in my life that have happened that maybe could have been explained through magic more than anything else. For instance, when I was younger, I used to smoke a lot of weed. So I had a bunch of friends that decided to go to the cemetery after hours to go smoke. I decided to stay at the park nearby because I just had this gut feeling that something was wrong. I just had an instinct, whatever you want to call it. And lo and behold, I stayed at the park. 20 minutes later, they come running because there was cops. That made me think maybe that was magic related. And there's been so many other incidents in my life that I think maybe could have been magic related. But speaking of magic, I mentioned that I do mess around with tarot cards. But somehow my first ever reading on another person, this is my first ever tarot of any kind of reading on anyone. And that reading was so eerily accurate that it predicted when my friend was actually going to propose to someone. I have also mentioned I play runestones. Now, runestones I have a small addiction towards because they are rooted within shamanism. Now, the runestones, I'm still studying them, still trying to figure them out and learn them. But I have figured out a couple cool tricks. And I'm not going to tell you any of my tricks, because a magician never tells you any of his tricks, but I'm not a magician. I'm just a guy that likes weird stuff, I guess. But I'm sorry I just kind of rambled on about magic, it just interests me. Do you have any kind of interest in magic, may it be spell crafting, tarot, runestones, or the traditional magicians that you might see at fairs or circuses or carnivals? Do you have any interest in any forms of magic? Let me know down in the comments. I just like... It's the unknown of it that I think that I like the most. I am Ryan Necra, and I will feel you later.